Popcorn is an Arkanoid clone released for the PC in 1988. Depending on how you look at it, you could say it's the first commercially released game Frédérick Raynal had a hand in making. Let's have a look at the high scores. I see some familiar names. Serge, that would be Serge Plagnol. He's credited as Best Boy in Alone in the Dark. I know what that is in filmmaking, but in a video game context, I honestly have no idea what a Best Boy does. Frédérick Raynal, of course, creator of Alone in the Dark. Yael Barros, she did the background art. Didier Chanfray, 3D modeling. The other names, they didn't work on Alone in the Dark, but after Raynal left Infogrames, all of them joined him in forming Adeline Software. You might know them for Little Big Adventure. The possible exception to that being Kid. I don't know who Kid is. Let's play a bit. Keyboard or mouse control? Playing with a keyboard makes the game nearly impossible. It's just too unresponsive. You really want to go with mouse. I have more to talk about than just the game itself, but let's focus on that first. I don't think I need to explain the object, its breakout, but I'll be showing off the power-ups when we come to them. If you've ever played Arkanoid before, most should be familiar. C is for glue. It will make the ball stick to the paddle. V, I don't think I'm going to get, but it's an extra life. F adds a floor that the ball will bounce off of. M will freeze the monsters, the three guys at the top. T is a multi-ball, best when combined with floor. Both floor and freeze monsters have countdowns in the sidebar that let you know how much longer the power will last. S will slow the balls. L adds laser cannons to your paddle that let you shoot down blocks. The plus that I just missed would skip us to the next stage. I reverses the direction of the balls. It's not always easy to see. By far the most common power-up is glue. E extends the paddle. A is an anti-power-up. It will remove whatever powers you currently have. It just got rid of my floor. Hitting the monsters will get you points, but it also speeds the ball up. Again, S will slow it back down. There's not much new to see. There's one more power that we haven't seen. It's honestly pretty rare, R. It will unfreeze the monsters if you have them frozen. So, let me start my history lesson. Raynal's father ran a video rental business. That's where he first saw Romero and decided he wanted to make a horror game with zombies, but that's a topic for later. In the 1980s, his father's store branched out into selling and servicing home computers. Raynal had a Sinclair ZX81 since he was around 15 or 16 years old, and had taught himself to program on that. But it was at his father's store that he developed his skills on what would become his preferred platform, the PC. He dropped out of college, where he had been studying mathematics, and focused on becoming a professional programmer. I said at the start of this video that Popcorn was Raynal's first commercially released game. That's not exactly true. At least, it depends on your definition of release, and commercial, and first. Robix 500 was the first game Raynal ever sold. All 80 copies of it. He made the boxes himself. That was 5 years before Popcorn, in 1983. I've not been able to find a copy of Robix 500. I'm not even sure what it runs on. The ZX81, maybe? The first computer game he ever made was for the ZX81, although it was never released in any sense of the word. He called it Laser. A line would move from one side of the screen to the other, and you had to press a button to stop it. That's it. Something like 10 lines of BASIC. Popcorn was Raynal's first real release, selling, although again selling may be the wrong word since it was freeware, many thousands of copies. The depth of its gameplay outclassed other Arkanoid-type games available for the PC at the time, and it garnered a lot of attention for Raynal because of it. It's what led him to being hired by Infogrames. And that's pretty much all I have to say. Popcorn has some really fun levels to come, but I don't think I can sustain a running commentary for them, so enjoy the rest sans commentary. I don't know if it has 33 levels like Arkanoid does. I've never gotten anywhere near that far. I think in this playthrough I game over on level 10.